Thank you. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for our hearts together resonate as one family, one human collective, speaking in a language that you already know. Because before I speak about what is the Camino, I'm going to start with what is a pilgrim, because I believe each one of us is a pilgrim. And for me, a pilgrim is a person who comes with a purpose and walks in life with a purpose. So, this is the simplest definition about who we are. We are pilgrims on a journey, walking in this earth with a purpose. And the Camino is an ancient highway of possibilities that since millennia we have been crossing and walking with a purpose. Reconnect with our highest self, release trauma, initiatory rites of passage, fertility, honoring the departed, honoring our souls, connecting with the stars, releasing burden. So, since we are getting to know as human, we are having this walking with purpose. And the Camino has been something that even before St. James Way has been crossed for millennia, especially with this energy which is feminine, related with goddess, related with Mother Nature, and going in the direction of the sacred womb, the sacred waters, and the sacred union with the masculine and the feminine. So for me, this is the way. This is us being human and connecting with our essence, and us as pilgrims walking with purpose in our lives. And the Camino is a special highway that our souls calls us to walk with ourselves, with others in group, and with a sense of meaning and reestablishing bonds with what is sacred, what is important for us, and what connects us as human beings and as stars living in this beautiful planet.
So beautiful. So beautiful. And the Camino refers to the way of the stars. Is that right?
Yes, yes. So the first thing that I want to tell you is that I believe that all of us are stars. So we come through to this planet and we have an inner star and a beautiful star in this horizon, which is the firmament, the big universal. So the Camino, in the tradition, which is more related with the feminine traditions, is seen as a way connected with the Milky Way. So we are living in a Milky Way. So our ancestors were walking the Camino and were connected with the Mother Earth, with the goddess, and they were guided by the stars to do the Camino of the Milky Way. So the first time that I was introduced to Santiago de Compostela, which means field of stars, or Campo de Estrelas, I felt a jolt in my heart and I felt this is for me. There is something about me in my deepest soul that is resonate with this field of stars. So these fields of stars, which is Compostela, is the name of the place. But even before Compostela, our ancestors were walking, guided by the stars, in the Milky Way to do the Camino. So, what I believe is that we are here, and my work is to connect the ancient with the feminine, with the traditional slash St. James Way, the Camino of Santiago, in a way that makes sense and that is aligned with who we are at the moment, with the technology of consciousness, which is coherent for today, and our ancestor technology, which is weaved in mysteries, with sacredness, with mysticisms, with sacred storytelling, in order for us to walk the way and to get to know ourselves and the deeper nature of reality. So the Camino, that the feminine Camino, the Portuguese feminine Camino, is really this beautiful, beautiful energy that reignites tradition, that reignites ancestrality with quantum, with consciousness, with technology, with development, and you being who you are, a pilgrim by nature.
Beautiful, beautiful. Tell us what's unique about the Portuguese Camino, because the Camino can be accessed from different places within Europe. They all end at the same place, if I'm not mistaken, in Galicia. Tell us about what makes the Portuguese Camino so special.
Okay, so I must confess that I am so passionate about this. So if you feel just like I am speaking faster and too loud, it's because I am passionate, okay? And I am Portuguese. As you can see, I'm Latin. So I have a little bit this flow of warming and moving on. So what makes this special? First of all, I want to say something that maybe you don't take it lightly, but you can take it lightly. I believe at the moment we are awakening for something that has been predicted for many centuries. Portugal has been revealed as the spiritual capital of the world, and capital with big C. So Portugal is creating a lot of sacred roots many, many centuries ago that are now being more seen and more being connected with the spirits of this time. So, what is hot about Portugal and this feminine Portuguese Camino is that the tradition of the land, we are a country by the sea, and the sea, especially, is the womb of fertility and where the field and the sea of infinite possibilities, as we can imagine. And Portugal has a sacred nature. And what we are going to walk is to sacred places that are really emerging from traditions, from culture, from soul assignment, and from liberation. So this is huge because the majority of people doesn't know that. So you want to liberate, you want to release trauma, you want to do ancestral clearing, you want to do transformation and renovation. Portugal and the Camino, this feminine Camino, it's here for you because it provides you that in a most profound way and loving and fun and simple and creative. Because this is what we are. We are a country, a people with a story, with a lot of history, with a lot of engagement in terms of spiritual enlightenment. And there is a spiritual renaissance that is happening all over the world. And I believe you are here because you are also feeling this. And Portugal is in the center, and the feminine Camino, the Portuguese feminine Camino, gives you the map of the soul in order for you to cross frontiers of your own Camino and connect with other Caminos in this entire globe that we need to share at the moment. So, this is a high vibration Camino, and why we say that we are going to walk in the footsteps of a queen. So I want to give you two perspectives. First, you know the archetype of the queen. So the queen is someone who is in a throne. And this throne, it's about consciousness. It's not only about being very beautiful addressed and with all of these people serving the queen. It's all about as well to be humble, to serve others, to have wisdom, to unite what is disorganized and lacking meaning. So our Queen Isabel was coming from Spain to marry Don Dinis, and she brought culture, light. Don Dinis also created a safe space for the Templars who were persecuted and transformed the Templars in the Order of Christ and in Tomar, which is a part of the Golden Triangle. So our beloved Queen was a saint, and she made many miracles, and still today. And she was also pilgrim. So imagine, we are going to walk in the footsteps of a queen, which was lived in Portugal, was a sovereign in Portugal, was a miracle and a saint. And at the same time, you are connecting with the archetype of the queen within you in order to enable you to be the queen of your own life, of your own wisdom, and to connect with what you need to enable. No matter if you are a man or a woman, you have the queen and the queen within, the king and the queen within. So we are walking in the footsteps of this queen, which is not something, a common, a mortal queen. She's a saint that from generation to generation continues to embody tradition, miracle, prayer, devotion, enlightenment, capacity, bringing peace. In the history of Saint Isabel, when her son and the king, they were disputing and trying to fight because they want to divide, she could make peace between father and son. How much do we need this to bring peace to our hearts, to our families, to our nations, to our collective environments? So we are walking with this saint, miracle worker, in order for us to awaken the miracle workers within us, in order for us to awaken higher levels of consciousness, in order for us to be sovereigns of our own life, our own decisions, and bring forth what is the best about us and what we want to bring forth in the world. So we are doing this guided by her. We are guided by culture. We are guided by the spirit. And at the same time, we want to bring peace to the collective because this is the work that she has done in Portugal. And this is the work that we also intend to have within ourselves and what surrounds us. At the same time, Rainha Saint Isabel, when she did one of her pilgrimage, she went to Santiago de Compostela, and she went as a queen with a lot of people surrounding her, with the crown, with the jewels, everything. And on another time, she went as nobody. So she was wearing those kinds of clothes that nobody could see that she was the queen because she wanted to be anonymous and not have been treated as different. So she was humble, she was simple, she was devoting herself to the spirit and removing all the layers and all the masks. So this is the work that we are going to do. So you can come entitled, but you will remove the entitlements during the way because this is the way. So you will gain your queen within, and maybe you will lose the queen without, outside of you, because you are reborn with authenticity. You are reborn in spirit, in good values. And as you walk, you will be initiated. You will be, every time that you cross a frontier, every time that you enter into a ritual on waters, we will do several rituals on waters. Every time that you walk in the Golden Triangle, every word They will awaken a cell in your sacred body, in your light body, for you to say, hey, this is me. This is me with my purpose. This is me with my capacities to share my gifts. This is me walking with my star. So
Mhm.
this is really beautiful.
It's so beautiful. You said so many amazing things that I just want to like highlight. I mean, there's so many. And then yeah, so many other questions are rising too because it's such so exciting. But one thing I've learned from so many of my elder teachers is the power of co-creation and how much humans like to make things really difficult. Like we think to transform, to grow, to be the queen, to do all of this is like has to be very hard. And what I hear you saying, what I hear the elders saying is like, no, the land will support you. The way will support you. Like here we have yes, I love the word even using technology, a technology that has been seeded in the land from the stars, this total partnership of a below and above and below, that all we have to do is walk. All we have to do is be present with ourselves and our own desires and our own heart, and that is enough. We don't have to suffer and do something crazy like we imagine from times past. That really spoke to me of how just being present with the land is enough.
Thank you for sharing that, Jeremiah, because as you can see, I am a woman, and as a typical Portuguese, I have 5 feet tall. I am very compact, and I like beautiful things. And let me assure you something. For me, I have done the way many times in different formats because the spirit called me. So I'm not a conventional pilgrim that is just like it has to be this way. Let me plan everything. Let me figure it everything out. Let me put all the best boots, all the best backpacks, all of that. I have in control. This is the masculine way. I am feminine, as you can see. So, first of all, make it clear that the Camino is for you because the calling is the most starting point. And I believe if you are here, you are already called. So, doing the Camino, it's not about suffering. It's about you being you and liberating what is not yours. Those layers about suffering, those layers about not being enough, those layers about you need to be special in order for.
Mm.
This is not true. The Camino includes everybody and everything. That's the law of the universe.
Yes. Yes.
So, if you want to start with your head held high and think, I am here by divine right. I am here because I am honoring who I am. And I walk as many, many, many millions have walked. And who am I? Is the right person at the right time, in the right place to do what I decided that I'm here to do. And you breathe, and you laugh, and you cry, and you jump, and you smile, and you see the nature, and you meditate while you are walking. And then you breathe and take your boots or your shoes, and you feel just like, oh, I just want to put my feet on the water. I'm all with you. I'm all with you. Oh, I need to take a nap. That's my style after lunch. 30 minutes with my leg just like that in my backpack, stretching my back, and just like I just want to be in peace. Take it lightly. Oh, I need to pee. You can go. I need to have a break. I need to read a sentence that is connected. I need to listen some music and sing while I am walking. This is me. So this is the feminine way. Of course, that we are having just like an order. But between the spaces, we can create what we want to live.
Beautiful. Beautiful. There are a couple things I want to make sure everyone understands, and then let's talk through some of those logistics. So, the very human part of us also gets their questions answered. But one is that this queen, Saint Isabel, is someone as a Portuguese person or a Portuguese descendant that we grow up knowing who this is. And you did a beautiful job of explaining who she is, but she's extremely important to Portuguese people. But for my beloved friends and pilgrims who's traveled to France with me, this miracle of the roses that Queen Saint Isabel performs is very similar to what we see with Saint Germain of Pribroch in the southern France, and also I believe one of the Hungarian saints. So this miracle of the roses is a part of this rose lineages that I know so many of us are being called to. So it's one of those exciting things. And then the golden triangle is this, from what Susana has taught me, is this triangle of vortices that include Fátima, where the Holy Mother appeared. That's a famous part of our recent human history. And the Templars, which she spoke of, the Templars who, again, my Magdalene people are very familiar with. So their headquarters we will visit, which is incredibly powerful. I haven't been yet. It's been on my list for so long, but my dear prima who's here has been, and just like couldn't say enough about how special Tomar is. And then Dornes, another place of power in the land, is this golden triangle. Okay, so can we talk about like how many miles a day? Like what happens if I can't walk for the rest of the day? Does someone pick me up? Do I have to carry all my luggage? Tell us about some of the logistics. And yeah.
Okay, so thank you for all of these questions. So just to introduce a little bit, I don't know what kind of beliefs do you have, but we can share beliefs, and my beliefs can accommodate yours. So, as you can see, the divine is always present in a way to guide us. And women have been guiding us for millennia. And in terms of Portugal, the Queen Saint Isabel, which performed the miracles of the roses, and as Jeremiah was saying, just like there are other mystics and saints that has performed the same miracle. So, introducing you a little bit, the rose is a symbol of Christ, but it's a symbol of Christ of renovation. So it's a renovated Christ. It's not only the Christ that suffers, it's the Christ that blooms. It's the Christ that encompasses and bring beauty and bring peace and bring enlightenment in a way that is really soft and tender and kind. So, walking the way of the rose, which is the proposal that I am giving to you, it's related with that. It's honoring the feminine lineage of saints, just like Saint Isabel, Isabel of Hungary, and other saints, just like related with Mary Magdalena. But where we are walking, we are bringing the Queen Saint Isabel because it is woven in the land of Portugal and other mystics and other horizons. Okay. At the same time, what is really, really beautiful is that the Queen Saint Isabel was empowered also by the teachings of the Templars, which in Portugal were converted in the order of Christ in order for them to be protected. And at the same time, Rainha Santa Isabel was a mystic, a saint, and she was also creating spaces for women the conventional way, just like in churches and convents. But there were also other places where the Templar energy and the sacredness and the ley lines and the healing and transformation were passed. So while we were walking the feminine St. James Way, the feminine Camino in Portugal, we are accessing this, especially in the Golden Triangle, but not only there, because the Queen Saint Isabel also moved to the north of the country and crossed the frontier and went to Santiago de Compostela on foot. So, what I am creating here is something unique, which is my creation, inspired by God, because without it, I believe we need to have this clarity to bring forward what is the sacred journey. So the golden triangle encompasses a lot of energy from different stages of consciousness, from earth to water to fire to the astral level to the etherical level to the spiritual level, embodied in the land. And in this golden triangle, we are doing alchemical processes. And this is really huge because I have prepared, and there are so many beautiful things that you will see. Wow. So you will be guided to the places and you will be seen through different lenses what is expected from you in many generations on your past, but what is ahead of you, and how this consciousness technology that is also on the land for many, many, many centuries ago will connect with your soul star and with your purpose. So this is beautiful. So while you are doing that, you will be fully supported. So you don't need to worry about the how. You just need to decide to do it, because everything starts with a decision. And let me share my experience just to let you know how it can be easy. The first time I did the Camino was 18 years ago, and I was finished one seminar on unified quantum healing, and I decided that I want to go. And I had a pair of sneakers, 2 or 3 pairs of things to wear, a backpack, and I was there walking, and I was just doing it. And you know what? The more you feel comfortable, just like it's just one step after the other. And if I need to have a break, we will have breaks. You don't need, as I did, to carry a backpack with a lot of stuff. You don't need, because we will have a van where you leave your things and it will be delivered on the hotel where we are staying. But I carried that. And you know what it happened? I noticed, because I have 1 meter and 50 centimeters, that I was having a lot of weight. So you only need to carry 10% of your weight. So it would be 5 kilos, and I was more or less with 9. So I liberated a lot.
Wow. Okay.
So, but you don't need to pass as I passed that, because I already did that for you. So I know how to bring you the best. And every time I do the Camino, I wear my socks on the other side. So the
Oh,
part that can hurt you, and I don't know the word in English,
the
so I
seed.
put it
Yeah.
on the other side so they don't hurt me.
Great.
So you can stop. We will have stops. We will have time to lay down. We will have time to sing. We will have time to eat. We will have time to pray, to meditate in between. And it will be light. And imagine, oh, but I don't know if I can handle everything because I am putting my complicometer. Okay, we are a group. You can ask for help and we will support you. But you always can have a cab.
Yay!
So don't
Yeah.
feel burdened, okay? But you know what I feel? Nobody will have a cab because we are together and it will be so fun, so light. So take it lightly, take it easy.
Beautiful. So I'm hearing you don't have to only pick your favorite 3 pairs of socks. And you're also teaching us how to wear our socks, that you can pack pack luxuriously because there'll be a van carrying our things. There are cabs, and there's not going to be this rush or push to like get there at a certain time and have to behave in a certain way. There's going to be this feminine flow, this lightness, so that we will hold this container of togetherness, of community, and if you need a cab, there's a cab. I love it. You also have planned really luxurious things in terms of accommodation, in the when we arrive in Lisbon and through the Golden Triangle, and then on the other side, I believe. Will you tell us about how we get to really also feel the luxury of a queen on either side of the pilgrim parts?
Okay, let's clarify this because I love it. So, bringing clarity. The majority of men can be a little bit dominant in terms of, I want to arrive fast. This is my way. I want to conquer the Camino. I have this and this and this and this, and I want to conquer. And the fastest that I arrive, the more accomplished I will be. It's not my style. Okay, because when you arrive there, you will miss being so fast. You will miss the flowers, the trees, the sun, the birds, the rivers, the connection with nature, and the answers that you are allowing yourself to receive. So, this is a feminine Camino. So, we are not going to run fast through a prize. You are the prize. You already
Mm.
won. You are already there, walking, doing, being. This is the prize. You in the Camino, align with your center, with your soul. Of course, you can move on with life. Of course, there will be a day that you feel, oh my goodness, I just want to sleep. That's good. Sleep like an angel. And because I privilege sleep, I'm going to tell you why we are going to have amazing accommodations as much as we can. Because as a pilgrim, I already slept in places for pilgrims and I couldn't sleep 1 hour because there were people sort of like, and I couldn't. And then there are green lights all over. And then there are people who are going to pee and you couldn't sleep because you couldn't rest. And then on the other day, then it would be easy. So thank you so much. But I prefer to sleep as a queen and walk as a pilgrim. So we privilege good quality sleep, good accommodations. And on the way, we will have the cab that will carry our things. So you don't need to carry them as I carry mine, including books and notebooks and stuff. Okay, because I'm a writer, so I need to have that. But in terms of accommodations, we will give you the best in Portugal as much as we can. And in Spain, there will be one day that probably we need to come to a place back to have a good place to sleep instead of staying in those places where you have a small bed and it's not comfortable and you don't feel good. So we privilege good night sleepings, good accommodations. And in terms of food, in the Camino, there is the Camino way. You can have good food and you can have the kind of food that is there for the Camino. So we cannot control the food because we cannot control ourselves. Oh my goodness, today I don't want to eat. I just want to be just like more calm. I just want to have more food. I just want to have more soup or take it lightly instead of putting a lot of meat or a lot of stuff. Why? Because you don't know what you are going to feel while you are walking. This is respecting ourselves because this is what I've done. So there will be places where you will eat a sandwich because it's the only thing that you will have. And it's great. Celebrate the salad and the sandwich because pilgrims also have that. And when we have just like a banquet, because we will have a banquet in Santiago de Compostela, in the places where it's the albergue of the Reis Católicos, where the pilgrims and the kings were there, we will have the last day over there, just like with a banquet. So we will have the best of the two worlds, a lot of comfort and luxury, and a lot of humility and simple things. So this way, you can be balanced and honor both worlds, because this is the way. I prefer to give you just like an overview about why I have these choices for you. They were made because of my experiences in several ways. I have done a way where I was supposed to sleep in a church, and then the the priest doesn't allow me to sleep on the church, and I was by myself, alone, nobody, and then I slept in a place where I was hearing the wolves at night.
Oh gosh.
And I said to God, dearest God, I want to sleep, please. And I want to wake up tomorrow and feeling okay, because I was frightened. Nobody was there to protect me. I didn't know anybody, but it was great. But I said, okay, the wolves are over there. Okay, I want to sleep as fast as I can. Just that.
Wow.
And you
Wow.
can see why the accommodations.
Yes. This is incredible because I know so many people, well, everyone here, we're all drawn to it. And I know, and I imagine all of us wondered about experiences like that, especially if you choose to do it on your own. So thank you so much for creating something so compassionate, so welcoming, and so feminine that also includes compassionately our masculine aspects and masculine desires. And we are at the end of our time, which, gosh, has gone so quickly. And I want to acknowledge Wendy for dropping into our chat and expressing how she is ready and in need of continuing her spiritual journey. And she's been thinking about the Camino for a while. And this amazing opportunity came up to come with me and Susana. Yes, thank you so much. And if you were wondering, I never said what's my role in all of this.
Yes, please,
So, for those
please.
of you who don't know me, I'm a Juilliard trained musician who's become a very enthusiastic and prolific sound healer. So, I will be supporting the pilgrimage with my songs, with my gift of sound healing to help us all connect through the vibrations of sound. And I'm just so excited to be one of your guardians and along for the way. So, if you have more questions, please reach out to me through the email. I can get those to Susanna. I'm going to be sending the replay to everyone as well. And I'm so thankful you all said yes. And Susanna, yes, go ahead.
Please, I just want to share
Oh,
with you.
the link.
Yes, that's it. So I just want to share with you two small things which are really small, but at the same time very important. We are welcoming you to this journey, which is a journey of a lifetime, because it is. And on the chat, you have the link for registration. And we are wanting to tell you something. Maria Antão, which is here, is from the travel agency, which is Click Viaja. And she's here because I asked her to be here. Because if you want to enroll, Maria will be on behalf of Click Viagem to welcoming you. So you can enroll paying 500 euros of the deposit, and then you can pay in 3 installments, as it is mentioned on the website, or you can pay in full, depending on if you are sleeping with another person on double room or single room. The prices are different, and on the website susanacorderosa.net you will see the link. It's already here, but on my website susanacorderosa.net you will see directly. And just to let you know, the travel agency will welcoming you. So you will enroll, we send the message for them, and they will provide you with, you give the information when you enroll on the page, and then we will direct you to the Click Viagem travel agency, and they will provide you with a link to pay by credit card or by bank transfer. Okay, and you establish the agreement with them, and they will provide all the info in terms of hotels that you need, because my part and Jeremiah part is to bring you along with us. The organizational part in terms of hotels and dynamics and bus reservation. We will have a bus. Everything is organized and very well organized, and you will feel really at home. The places are amazing in Portugal, amazing, beautiful sites, beautiful places. All the accommodations are really good. The bus will take us during the 3 days that we will travel inside Portugal on the Golden Triangle and also to the north. Everything is very well taken care of. So Maria is here, and if you need anything from us, just feel free to ask us, and know for sure that you will be sent to our website. We share this, your contact with the travel agency. You will put your name, your ID, your country, and then they will ask you about your passport ID and how you are going to pay, and it will be one-on-one, because they will treat you just like that, one-on-one, in order to get to know you, how things are processed in your way, in order for you to feel completely safe and at ease. Okay? Does this clarify any questions that may emerge? So this way we feel really comfortable to know how things are processing, and you know already how things are going to be.
And
Okay?
the deadline to register is the solstice, right? December.
Um, well, just to let you know, let's start with clarity. The deadline is today, because today
Yeah,
you are
I
here
love it.
and you can enroll
I love
today,
it.
because your soul can say, hey, go for it. So don't put the deadline. Let's
Good.
start with the decide line. The decide line is today, or whenever you are seeing. Or you sit with yourself and say, hey, I really feel that. Give me a sign. Okay? You decide what is the most appropriate way to connect and to decide. So I am really clear on, first is the decide line. And then after the decide line, you know that you can start paying in several installments in order to be easy. And the sooner you start to pay, the easier it will be. Or you can leave for the last minute. But please, last minute, sometimes it's not very friendly.
Well
Okay?
said. Can
As
you
a
all
team,
feel how the energy of this, what she's created, this is, yes, and how you will be held? Do you feel that? It's quite palpable of how you will be held and guided on this journey. Thank you, Susana.
so I really wanted to tell you, you are very, very welcome. And it will be my pleasure and my joy to serve you with Jeremiah and with Click Viagem in this amazing, amazing pilgrimage, vision quest, and reconnecting with your star and with your essence and with your path. Thank you.
Beijinhos, which means little kisses to everyone. Beijinhos a todos.
Beijinhos a todos. Thank you so much for welcoming me. Okay? Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Have a lovely day.